Hey, welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid, roles can be reversed. Always interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Never force anything. You know the drill. Always take what you need, leave the rest. Especially on this channel, because on this channel I look at everything. So we also look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, see how they play out as karmic themes within your experience. This will help you heal because you'll be able to see things from a different perception. You'll also be able to see like what habits and behaviorisms you have that may need to be integrated, right? And understand what the spiritual lesson is of why what's happening is happening, right? You're a magnet of whom what comes into your life. So every relationship is the way that the universe is trying to teach you something, right? So it's very healing. That's why I do these type readings. All right. And that's very helpful, especially if you're dealing with a karmic mate, you're definitely dealing with a twin flame relationship. You're going to want to know what the blocks are. You're going to want to know how to shape shift the situation, you know? All right. Now, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, gotta like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always the underlying energy that is influencing why everybody does what they do, why everyone's acting the way that they are. So let's just see. We're just gonna pull lack of will. I feel like you're dealing with somebody that like never had to work for a relationship, like never is used to people like falling all over this person. And the irony is, even though that's all that they've always had, they're very insecure. It's like they need to do that. See, like again, if you first met this person, you might think that, oh, they're really confident about themselves. And look, they have all these people that are interested in them. First of all the people that are interested in them are not good choices. And I say that because it's like, I don't like to say that about a human being, but when I say like that, it's like you're a mirror of who and what comes into your life. So if you invest in yourself and you love yourself and you nurture yourself, you're going to attract people that do the same. And those people that nurture themselves and that are kind to themselves and love themselves, they usually are not, they wouldn't treat anybody badly. They're not going to, I'm talking about like a person that's actually spiritually clean. And this person that's spiritually clean is someone that doesn't have a lot of baggage. They can still look through the lens of unconditional love, where there's love, like because it's like they're not jaded from all their past experiences. Where I feel like you're dealing with a person that even though they had people fall all over them, again, the choices were not really that great, because the people weren't, they didn't invest, they didn't bring anything to the table. If anything, your person brings a lot to the table. I feel as if they're used of not having to put any effort into a relationship, partially because they wouldn't even know where to begin. If that is, and I know that sounds crazy because this person maybe like is older, is what I'm feeling like, where they should actually know how to be in a relationship. By the time you're in the 30s, you should actually know what you want and know, like, have an idea of how to treat, a person that you're interested in. Where I feel like your person has not had good relationships. And so they weren't good in that department to begin with. They had a very poor sense of character. They, don't put the time and effort into the people because, again, it's like once they're actually hanging out with the people, I feel like they have one main thing of why they're hanging out with those people, which is more like of a physical thing instead of let me get to know you. So it's almost like this person never puts the time in, doesn't put the effort in. It gets physical too quick and then they lose interest. So they're like, you know, don't really know how to be in a regular relationship. And I feel like you make it very challenging for them, meaning that they have to get off their ass, they have to be vulnerable, they have to do healing, is what they're seeing. Because they're like, why is this so difficult for me? They see that it's difficult for them. And they also see that you're worth a lot more than what they gave. This is the underlining energy. However, this person doesn't try. It's almost like they just stick their head in the sand. And I feel like this is what they normally do. And then people that are of a low vibe, of that lower hanging fruit, that type of person that they attract, that fall all over them, come in and do all the work. And then what happens is they get disposed of, and then they, there's karmic consequences to your person, which is made your person think that relationships are just not possible, when really it's that, it's a way that they go about relationships. So again, they do feel like this connection. It's not like they don't feel it. I just think that there's a part of them that's, again, gets so overstimulated by overthinking of how they need to deal with the connection. And that's hard if they're not, again, coming from their true self. They're coming from like this persona that they want you to perceive that they are. So they're so busy protecting that persona that they never really take the time to get to know you. It's like, I feel you, even though we're apart. So it's like what they see is, it's again, this relationship is not one that they can hide from. It's not one that they can turn off. Um, and I don't think that they've ever had a deep relationship. I think that they find it very unique. They find it comforting that there's a part of them that feels like you feel like home, but then there's another part that it triggers them because they're like, how much do you know about me? Or or like, what is this? Is this witchcraft? Is this like what is this? Because they don't feel like they're in control. So they're like, I don't really know what this is. However, I wouldn't feel like it's comfortable if it was bad. So it just confuses them and it baffles them. But it's again, I also think that they have a misperception of what you're again supposed to do in a relationship. It's almost like I'm used to people, like girls, if it's a guy, and if it's a guy, like it's a girl, like again, whatever it is that you're dealing with, a guy or a girl, whatever it is that they like, they're used to not having to do any work, nothing. And to the point that this person, like finding out the truth, crushed me. It's like this person thinks that you don't care about them. They think that you don't really like them, that it didn't really affect you, like it didn't work out. And so that's part of this person's lack of will. It's like they're like, I don't know how to come to you, how to talk to you, how to even change what has happened because I don't think that I think that you're going to shoot me down. So they're again more concerned about like what they look like, protecting their ego, and also feeling like you don't care anymore because it's their perception. It's like you're not crying over it, you're not talking about it, you're not. I feel like again, this person is used to drama when relationships don't work out. And when I feel like you just stop talking to this person. So they're like, you know, like confused, but realize that again, that it's a spiritual, like that it means something because it's like, why am I still thinking about you? And like, what is it? I don't have any control over it. And what it comes down to is that it's a spiritual connection. And it's a spiritual connection because this person doesn't have the will to do it because they don't trust themselves to make the changes in their life. Is what I feel like, but it's and it's because I was gonna say it, but I think because there's like still somebody from the past that holds on, that isn't going anywhere. So it's again, your person doesn't have to do anything. They don't have to do anything because they have this karmic mate that, you know, settles for breadcrumbs and doesn't really do anything. And what happens too is that anytime your person like has to like really show love, show support, give you what it is, it's like they can't give it to you because this person is still there. Where again, I feel like they don't act as if that's of the past. It's almost like they still act as if it's part of their responsibility. And I feel like they purposely kind of do it that to keep you in a place of insecurity is what you feel like. You're like, you act as if you care more about the person that you claim that you don't like. And it's again, which always makes you feel like this person's cheating. And you would also know that they did cheat on that karmic. So there's a sense of like it's easier for them to operate that way where they don't emotionally give anything. So it's again, what you're seeing is that this person is still emotionally not capable of giving, even though they have feelings, even though that they say that they love you. I feel like again, it's more of a physical type of love. Yeah, because when that's what happens, it's like anytime you want to like really talk to this person and tell them how you feel, it's like this person feels uncomfortable. I feel like they put their head in the sand and they just and in that, other people have too much power in this person's life, like family, like any ex, any person that this person has given time to and established any type of relationship. I feel like their boundaries are so weak, which is why they don't like relationships. They don't like relationships because when they get in relationships, it's almost like their life gets turned upside down. And then they also have people that never leave their life. People that are like, well, I'm going to just stay here and you're going to be responsible for me. So your person never puts the boundaries down. So it would always, you feel like this person was cheating all the time when they're like, not even really cheating, they're just emotionally not giving you anything. Because it's a way of avoidance, having these people that they emotionally are not connected to take up space. It's like they can show these people affection and love and time, but they can't show someone that it really have feelings for it is what I'm seeing here. Right. So it's almost like this person like is always like it doesn't really know what they want. They say that because it's like it can go either way. It's like a coin toss. It's to me, it's like this person is like seeking out like what their options are. Like, is this something that I want? Is this something that I don't want? Like, and they can do that because they have like people that are attached to them that are giving to them, that are feeding their ego. Yeah, I may not be in love with that person, but that person makes me feel good because it's like, listen, they cook for me, they clean for me, like give me a blowjob if I want a blowjob. They can, they can, screw with me. They can do whatever they like. If it's a girl, they can, you can like that like give me love and whatever it is, it's like it's that person departmentalizes, which allows them to stay in the dysfunction. And so obviously it's like now you come into the mix, it's like and you're coming into the mix and now it's like you're real. you're real. You'd have to, that the person would have to change. And that's why they're like, well, do I really want to do it? And that's why I'm like, I don't really like that energy, because it's like, if they have to think about it. And there's that, and then it's like, then there's a part of them that's like, I don't really want to let go of that, but that past partner. It's like, because I feel responsible, I'll feel guilty because they are a good friend, because they get stuff from them, whatever it is, it's still unfair to you. And that's really, again, and it's like, and then they play like the victim, like, well, what can I do? And I feel like the karmic plays the victim. So, which winds up keeping you in a state of, well, if I'm going to stay with you, then I'm the victim, because, you feel like you have to do for this person. When meanwhile, karmic knows damn well, and they also know damn well that it's not right. But this is what I see here is a person that has very poor boundaries. And so, yeah, this person like feel again, this is the summer. So almost like by the summer, I feel like they felt like they would be able to come back and be able to talk to you. But I actually also feel like for some, it's like that the person that they're connected to, like they have children with. So that's like again the mother, and that wasn't supposed to be a permanent thing, and it's become a karmic thing where your person feels responsible now for that person. And it was that it's like, and it what was supposed to be like maybe a week or 2 weeks or a month has turned into 3 to 6 months, has turned into like a long time, a lot of delays, a lot of, which is why you're like, okay, like this, the display of affection you have towards your former partner. This is how you're seeing it, as like, because you're not getting what you need, because this person is like avoidant. They're like, I'm not going to really look at that. I'm going to justify it. I'm going to compartmentalize. So it's again, which obviously makes you like be like, well, I don't want to deal with this. So they're like finding out the truth crushed me. It's like where it's like crushed you because you're not going to put up with it. It's like, and what they see is like, again, I still have feelings for you, like, and that this actually relationship means something to me. It does, but I still need to, like, again, think about it and think about it and think about it, because someone's going to get hurt. And this is what they know. And they're not used to, like, being put in that position of being that person that does it. They usually try to make the other person do it. So part of their procrastination is that it's like, I really don't want to be the person that hurts anybody. But it's again heated, intense, because they know. But there's a sense that they have a lot of passion still for you. So there's a lot of passion for you, but there's also like what they know, and when they say heated, it's like obviously they've been away and they've been like kind of feeding that situation, even if they're not in a relationship, they're still emotionally giving. They're still emotionally tied to somebody else where you're not getting. So this person's trying to like departmentalize it and trying to say, but it's like, and almost like trying to like figure out, do I want to stay with this person? Do I want to stay with this person? Like where I'm like, I don't like this energy, because it's like this person doesn't really want to do it. They don't want to be that person to make the choice. But I feel like whether they want to or not, it's going to happen soon, because I feel like that karmic is getting tired. I think that it's again that your person is going to try and make something happen. And I also think that they will like deliberately start an argument with that karmic or do something to shift the energy so that they can come and talk to you. But the problem is, it's like that that karmic, I don't like this energy, because it's like then it creates a lot of chaos, because it's again in them coming to you while letting this karmic give and do and take. There'll be a sense of like it's gonna be like ignited, right? There's gonna be, you know, some pretty fierce energy going on, because, like I said, your person's not doing anything. They're sitting on the fence and they're not making a choice one way or the other. They're kind of wasting everybody's time. And it's because they don't want to look like the bad guy. And so again, and here it is, you seem very confident, and you're strong-willed and you're courageous, and that's the thing. It's like the person on fire. There's a sense of things are happening in your life right now. So your person actually can feel that they don't have that much time, that they need to like do something now, or they're going to leave you forever, that they have to. And my issue is I feel like they're not ready to do that. I feel like the karmic may do something, but there's consequences with that. Yeah, it's again the barriers and challenges and feeling stuck, and that's exactly what I felt like. This person is not going to be able to get out of whatever that situation is. It's like they can leave, but emotionally they will get manipulated, and they've invested too much time. They've given too much to this person, and this person's kind of like stapled themselves in there. So even though your person's like, I love you, it's like you're like, I'm not getting anything. It's like you love me, but it's like you're all your time, all your effort, all your energy is going over there. And they're like, oh well, I feel responsible. It's like um they don't need to feel responsible, right? It's again, and part of that is that they need to grow a backbone. Look, it's like it says it right there. They need to grow like a backbone. They don't have one. It's like, again, I feel like that karmic, whatever they've been together, however long this person has been in the person's life. It could be like a short amount of time. It could be a long amount of time. They accumulated stuff. That karmic is protecting it. It's like that's my fortress, that's my money, that's my, it doesn't look at your person like as like a partner, but more like those are my things. So it's almost like they're gonna be protective. And the truth of the matter is your person is like in a predicament, because I think that they thought that they were going to just sit there and everybody was going to like just make it happen. That, all of a sudden they would be in a new relationship, almost like you were going to fight this person, this karmic. It's like that's the type of person that your person's used to. They're used to like being in relationships with people that come in and say, this is the way it's going to be, and they do all the work. So it's like, you didn't do that. So, and what they see is that things are happening in your life. So there's a sense of, they didn't think that this separation would happen this long. And they definitely didn't see the karmic doing everything that they're doing. There was a sense of, oh, they don't really like me as much, or no, they don't really. And meanwhile, it's like now they see, oh, this person like is in love with me. This person has stapled themselves in here. This person, it's it's again, I don't really know what to do, because I kind of feel responsible for them. And so I'm praying you'll come back after everything that's happened between us. I worry that you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. So that part of this person that already knows. It's like they don't know how to get out of their situation, but they want to fix the relationship with you, because again, they do have feelings. But Departmentalized. I'll contact you when I'm able to. Right now, my life is complicated to bring you into it, but know that I want to talk to you. So it's again, I feel like they're trying to make changes in their life. They're trying to figure out a way to break away from the karmic. I think part of them wanted the karmic to do it. It's like, that first of all, they didn't see it turning into that. And then second of all, then it's like, now I feel responsible. I don't really know how I'm going to get out of this now that I'm in here. And so much time has gone by. Clearly, so this person is like, my life is a mess. Union is an energy, not physical contract. Even when we aren't together, I feel our union. So it's again, this person's like, you're my person. It's like, I can tell the difference. It's not this karmic. It's like, but they got wrapped up in that situation. It's like, I need you to trust me and believe I am working towards union with you. And this person's trying to figure it out. I mean, literally, I pulled from two different decks and the same card coming out, which is this person's coming back. They know very well what it looks like. They also know that they didn't want to deal with it. They thought the karmic will go away. The karmic will go away. Karmic's not going anywhere. It's like your person needs to like man up, woman up, and actually like set the appropriate boundaries. What you saw is that you weren't tolerating it, and it's a good thing because now they have it. Now they understand. And now they also, enough time has gone by that they see that that karmic is like, has kind of created a lot of chaos in their life. They're seeing like, I possibly fucked up this relationship, and God only knows what else, because that karmic doesn't look at them as if they're a person, but looks at like everything that they have. So like the job and the money and the possessions, all that's mine, is what this karmic thinks. It's like, I put the time in, I've done this, I've done that. They kind of stapled their way into their life, and your person allowed it, which is what makes them feel guilty because it's over time. But now it's like, they're like, I can see the difference though between this manipulation and like, even though we're not together and all this shit has gone by, I can still feel you. Like, you're my person. And they have gratitude, like, because of it. It's like, and that's really what it is. If we want to have to stay in a positive vibration, I am aware of the light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the beauty in and around me. I give thanks to God for every little thing that brings me joy. Thus, I enlighten my thoughts. Riches surround me, and I appreciate all that life brings me. And I just feel like they have gratitude towards like the spiritual lesson, because they're like, I feel more complete. I feel like you're my person, and I didn't realize it like for a long time. I didn't realize the importance of the connection. And for those of you that want to know why you attracted this person into your life, because you're a mirror of who and what comes into your life. So everyone learns. And what I believe is that your person learned the difference between love, unconditional love, which they have for you, and attachment love, which is what kind of is what they have for that karmic. Then it's attachment love is one that's built on guilt. It's built on like an exchange of energy. Usually one person's holding together the entire relationship, and another person is financially bringing to the table. And that's kind of what I feel like that attachment is with the karmic and your person, where your person like definitely sees the difference. So their karmic lesson was to love themselves enough to be able to do what was best for them. And and it's not that easy to leave a person that like is a karmic that has stapled their life in. Obviously, is going to be a bit turbulent, which it is. That's why they're not bringing you into their life, because they are making the changes. So it seems that they're learning their lesson, but we have to say, why did you attract this person into your life? What are you supposed to learn from this connection? water, to be able to go with the flow. So you might be someone that likes to control everything or likes to have things look a certain way. And this connection is very turbulent because your person isn't really emotionally intelligent for them to get stuck with the karmic that, hello, without, and then feeling guilted to actually set boundaries. And then to sacrifice their own relationship that they want to have with you because they feel responsible for someone else. Like we said, that obviously it's turbulent. You're with a person that, or connected to a person that emotionally doesn't know how to, like, you know, set boundaries without feeling guilty, without, they don't love themselves enough. So a lot of times we can take that energy on like it's, hey, that's me. Like if you love me enough, where the spirit says that has nothing to do with you. Just you being there and not pushing it upon this person to act a certain way or be a certain way, which is exactly what you did, allowed this person to make the decision for themselves. And then you just being there is like the strength for this person saying, like, no, I want to be with this person. And that's what motivates them to actually leave. But in the beginning, it's like if you're not going to like show whether you care and they think that it's a done deal, they're not going to have a lack of will, right? They're not going to do anything. They're not going to. And part of it in the beginning was because, like I said, everything was taken care of. But the more time that went by, I feel like the karmic was getting a little annoyed because it's like, I feel like I give you so much and you're not really appreciative of me. And I feel like there's someone else. And so, and there is, even though your person is like there, they're like still thinking about you because it's like, I have no control over this connection that I have, but with you, you're controlling this entire connection is what I feel like. And for you, you kind of had to let your person go through their process to be able to go with the flow. And I actually feel like you grew up in kind of like a turbulent environment. So you learned how to be able to go with the flow of life. Again, especially when love is confusing, right? I mean, it's confusing because it's like, if you love me, you should just give to me. You should, if in a perfect world, this person is not strong. So I believe that karmic creates a lot of confusion in the fact of, emotionally manipulating and, gaslighting. And, it takes a lot to try and keep the charade going for as long as it's been going. Like I said, it's like this person was just kind of there and it was okay because the person was getting everything. They never had a deep connection before like this. They've never had to look. And outdoors in nature. So again, to be more grounded, to help you with groundedness. It's again, because to be able to go with the flow in this type of confusion, you would really need to be grounded and to be able to tap into yourself. And I always say that nature is like, if you want to meditate and feel connected to your body, to feel connected to the earth, do it outside because you're surrounded by, by God, because sacred geometry is the language of God. And we see that within the trees, we see it within the flowers and every single element that has created in nature. You can find sacred geometry, but it also helps us connect to that higher self, that God part of ourselves, that we're able to see things through the lens of unconditional love. And so then when you're able to go with the flow of life. You're able to go with the flow even through confusion, because it's not confusing. It's that you're seeing it from a higher perspective, that this person has feelings, but they, like, again, they feel responsible. They feel responsible for an old relationship, and that old relationship knows that the connection is over, but doesn't have a life. They gave up their life for, like, again, to be with your person. So your person was okay with it until now. But just because they're not okay with it, they don't know how to get out of the connection. You, again, by not being around and be not dealing with it, because hey, it's making you feel like you're being cheated on, like, and not getting enough. Well, that's enough for this person to do what they had to do.
Felt an earthquake today.
Wow, that's crazy. The earthquake today and that's what my phone just said. I don't know if you heard it, that there was an earthquake in New York City today. I hope you guys are all safe and sound. Anyway, so this person has done a lot of processing, and so what's taking so long is mainly they're dealing with that karmic, trying to figure out how to deal with that karmic, which I don't think that they've ever really done before. So I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. You let me know whether you resonate with this, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.